So, as the first one swings in, there's an adrenaline surge active, and that means double tick damage will be taken from these smoke canisters. So they really have to be careful now if they want to use more of this ability. As Prano sneaking in, here's that second smoke canister being tossed in, digs himself back out, and with 25 seconds on the clock and a nitro being tossed in, it's basically coming down to Elamau now, just having to drop in, needing to pick up these kills before the Echo is going to be having too much of a trouble here for the side of G2, because that's one stun coming in. There might still be more, as Elamau will be finding the first yokai drone.
Well, at this point, you can see Elamau wanted to jump over for a second, but now, with that Candela popping and only Neo left, not for very long, G2 open it up with a sharp bout of Banshee's going to scream, but nobody really cares. If it's a Monty that passes through, he's not going to be stopped. It's a diffuser though. That approach, but Prano is going to see if he can get the connection there. Instead, it's dropped by users. He gets the swing, and Doki makes sure they at least keep the body balance back. Still loads of time. And Solotov means that he's making the most of it here. Neo on a little bit of a swing on the archive. Is about to find a fight just around the side. Sees the top, gives his game away. Pre-fires the other angle, waits for the pop round, but nobody is connecting with him properly. He's sort of expecting a closer engagement. Finally finds it, but it doesn't quite go his way. Elamau still able to keep doing the business. 40 seconds, and well, that's the benefit to having those early dives. The ping there cannot really be dealt with by anything in the pockets of the remaining two players. So they're just going to have to try and fight through it. Users, in the meantime, he fights his way back. And Solotov locks in MNM's first round. Lightly wide in the attention. It's the drop of the grenade down the hatch at the start of that. Users finds a slightly wider firefight, and it's going to go for a rotation of his own. Might not know he's about to meet the other players. Prano's going for a plant once again. Nello takes care of Elamau, though. That's the shield gone. Doki gets Nello, bites back. The beepers swing, and Citizen swings too. Gets one of his own, and Doki logs it off. The second down in the basement for G2. He can apply the pressure with Citizen about to creep his way up the spiral stairs. All of the pressure is coming across here just to pull a little bit of focus away. There's Virtue netting the kill onto Neo, and there's the pressure coming all the way to the top. Prano's going to try and stick it just inside the breach they made earlier. Almost a little bit of friendly fire, but Users finds the planter and Doki finds Users, and there is Solotov, but there is Doki once again. G2 has thread for thread. They've got themselves a response for every question posed, including that. G2, 3-1. Lost everything down there. The breach and the pressure onto the site comes through. Nello, he's ready to impact this if he can get the catch. It's a bit quicker, a little bit late, a little bit too high, and Doki gets a little bit of Neo with Nello following close afterwards. Solotov gets Doki in the midst and the mess of everything. But with 25 seconds and a 2 versus 4, they're in a good stead now to see if they can try and get this plant down this time.
It's only depending, though, on that diffuser. If Tyrant is going to be able to shut them down on this kitchen take here, it could be huge. He's hiding right around the corner. He's going to be able to find one, finds two. He's going to be able to go for the third. That's the big question. The pre-fire comes in. Citizen finds that one. It's a one-on-one situation, and he has no clue where Users this. He needs to go for the sprays. 3 seconds, comes around the corner, and he gets picked up. Users clutches that one out there for MNM, but it all started earlier when the diffuser got dropped, and suddenly the pressure was on G2, even though they had that massive 2-man advantage.
Canister, the smoke pops perfectly, stops Prano, and you're looking at a minute with the first being popped off there. It's a preemptive strike, but it's a perfectly played and placed one. Elamau, he's just trying to get a blind, maybe bait a little bit more utility, a little bit more movement, and hope that they expected the same push before, but it's the second canister.
Very smart.
It's Virtue there going for the rotate.
Yeah, and the Echo is, of course, playing in that garage. So as the plant now is going down, Prano might actually stick that. He's not taking too much damage from the smoke there, but it's actually... Oh, the Echo drone was way too late. It goes off, and that means 45 seconds are on the clock now.
And that's it, a bit of a missed moment there, and now they're going to see if they can try and retake. Virtue gets taken out first. Neo had the call and the read, and look at the big blue rotate that's coming through on the green stairs. Elamau's holding it, goes for one, looks for the second, but it's a trade. And that's a huge moment there. Elamau able to take both, and Prano is injured, but with Citizen just holding off on the side. Prano goes to retake the verticality. You're looking at 15 seconds and a 2 versus 2. But without that player on top, it's a huge moment there.
So well played.
Off. And G2, MNM did pretty much. They're about to be massively punished by a Doki up blue.
Yeah, and it might definitely well be, and as they do start to open up the quad wall now, it's Citizen with the very first shot. There's also a player hidden right behind the chair. We'll be finding Tyrant here. Virtue in a good position. The diffuser has been dropped. More players of MNM are starting to reinforce the front lines here, as Citizen is going to be able to strike yet once more. The diffuser stays down. It's a deagle to come out, but it's not going to last. Evil Eye, however, giving away a lot of information. There comes the flank. Doki from the back and Prano from the front will both pick a kill up each. And that is G2 with a very important round here. Open area 1.
Mates, but also baiting utility at this point as well. The challenge and the drop and the fire is going to hold them off, but 20 seconds. MNM have to do a bit of a mad dash because it takes 5 to clear your way through. Tyrant gets the open and the Candelas are popping on the other side, and they're going to see if they can fight their way down from green. Alamau bites back with the FMG and leans into his own smoke, but Neo in the meantime gets one. He's right on the door and dropped out, locked in. Going to see if they can stop the plant. Prana, though, caught out before he gets there, and MNM find their third round, their first attack on the second attempt.
Putting up some more pressure towards Solotov, so it forces one of the players of MNM to continue playing on this window to stop that from happening, and as Solotov gets his head clean taken off, it's Elamau that will be playing in a big position right here on that long desk, spots the player on the rappel, tries to go for some cheeky shots with the T5 SMG. He's not quite able to hit them though. The spiral stairs are being ascended here by Nello, misses the first couple of shots, also gets downed by Elamau, playing from this position. He's on low HP. No Swan is in, finds it as well. It's a triple kill for him, going for the quad. Locks it off, and G2 are on match point. Not really a problem for him, because he's not going to activate his glasses for some reason. Uses is just going to take him clean off. I don't know if he could find a middle mouse button. Either way, it's going to be another kill for Uses there. A 5v2, and MNM are starting to fly into this round.
Yeah, not right sure what happened there, but I don't even think Virtuous at this moment in time. Either way, they're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth here. MNM, they're stacking themselves up. They know that there's going to be some pressure. 3 smoke canisters for Alamau, and the first pops perfectly. Nello's going to have to deep dive. He cannot really just sit there unless Solotov pulls off a play like that, drops the player on the other side, and a flawless comes behind it. And he's able to get himself stacked up behind that castle. They have the pillars and beams to protect their feet either side of it, but it gets them a little bit more room. Apart from that player that's just above, how aware is Neo? How close was he? Well, they're sure aware of him. Uses get Stokey on the door. 40 seconds. They've got a bit of control there of the rotation. Tyrant wants to try and make his way in as the Thatchers and Destruction start to pop. The Maestro cam is gone on the far wall as well, so they're just going to have to go by the intel. They've got the spray through, but dropped right down. Alamau has the cover. Took a huge amount of damage, but they're stacked up once again. Citizen with the cross angle, and Uses bites back to get the pre-firing. No ADSing player. 15 seconds, and 1 is left, 1 is above. Neo has to take a drop here. He's revealed on the camera, and Citizen locks in at the end, I believe, 4.